All right, good morning, guys. How we doing today? Little different setup today. We are at the Portland International Jetport, getting ready to fly out to Utah for a leadership experience with Phil Kornchuk and the team from StoneWater Training. So I got my notes over here to the right, so you guys will see me looking off to the right, maybe your left out this morning, and hopefully I'll be able to see the comments. But if I don't, then I'll check them out after. So, but we're up early. I was zero dark 30 and headed to Utah. And, for the record, TSA was a breeze here in Portland, Maine. But that didn't surprise me. It'll be Salt Lake coming back that we're concerned about. But hopefully, things will be okay there. So see Dad on here. Good to see you. TSA was fine. So uh, chronically early as always. But we're here and doing it, and already been through the Starbucks line and ripped through one coffee, and here we are at my office at the Burger King, the BK Lounge, grabbing another one. So hopefully things will go well for the travel, and doing a carry on today because I don't want to lose my stuff. So I don't like that. I like dragging my stuff. I like to check it and get rid of it. Ladies are rolling her eyes. But yeah, guys, how you doing? If you're on, post a comment in the chat so I can say hello. Um, Try to do this. It's always a little uncomfortable when I do this out in public in the real world. But today I wanted to talk about the threshold. Okay, and uh, every great achievement has a gatekeeper, not a person. Um, the gatekeeper is called the threshold. Okay, it's that invisible line between thinking about it and being in it. Good morning, Ben Bryant. Good to see you. So most leaders stall at the threshold, right? Because that's the point where you got to commit, right? The air starts to get a little thin, all right? The comfort of the valley starts to fade, okay? So today we're talking about how to cross that line and why your commitment is only tested when the environment stops being convenient, okay? I love this line. It's part of this next part called the comfort gap. Um, in the valley, the vision is free. On the mountain, the vision has a price. I like that a lot. Um, the threshold is where you pay the entry fee, right? The entry fee of discomfort, of travel, like we're doing today, and uncertainty. So this is a very timely subject for us because we're about to get really uncomfortable. It was even uncomfortable packing for this thing because it's intentionally ambiguous, like what we're doing. So we don't even know like exactly what we're doing and where we're going to be on day one. So you have to have stuff to be able to pivot and do what we need to do. So uh, what's that guy doing over there? Hey, where are you, Ben? You over my shoulder? So and there's a point of no return on this stuff, guys. Like when you're crossing the threshold, like think about aviation or mountaineering. There's a point where it's harder to go back than it is to keep going. Okay. High level leadership requires you to find that point and be decisive in crossing it. Okay. I think it burned the boats, and I'll talk about that in a minute. Um, and there's a resistance to it, right? This threshold resistance, like right when you're about to level up, um, small things can go wrong, right? Things happen. Hey, flights are delayed, takes too long in TSA, technical glitches, um, self-doubt might creep in, okay? Um, these aren't a sign to stop. These kinds of things aren't a sign to stop. It's a sign that you're close. The gate is opening, okay? And you can do a bit of a commitment audit on this stuff, right? Think about it. You gotta, like I said, you gotta burn the boats, burn the ships, however you want to say it. Like when you cross the threshold, stop looking for an exit strategy, right? Like oftentimes we turn around, we wonder if that door that we went through is still open. Could we still go back? So if you're always looking at the back door, you'll never have the focus required for the front door. Simple as that. Okay. Um, this is a term I learned when I was getting ready for this. It's called liminal space. Liminal. The liminal space. So identify what that liminal space is. Like recognize when you're in it. And what it is that awkward space in the middle, that middle ground where you've kind of left the old brand or the valley, you've started up the hill. You haven't quite summarized the new one, totally figured out the direction. Okay. And you're in that what they call liminal space because it feels lonely in that space, right? You're halfway up the mountain. You're like, man, I don't know if we're gonna make the turnaround time. Okay. So don't quit in the middle. All right. Um, Also have radical presence. Okay. When you cross a threshold into a new environment, like going to a workshop, like a leadership experience, like we are today, um, you know, give give it 100% of your presence. Be there. I would say be where your feet are, right? Like for us, if my body is in Utah, but my mind is still in Maine, I haven't really crossed the threshold. I haven't really totally availed myself to the process and what's going to be going down. Okay, so you can bet that between now and the time I step off that plane or the time we show up tomorrow morning to meet the group, I'm going to spend some time getting my head right, getting dialed in the fact that all right, we're doing this thing and everything's in play. I need to be able to be part of the process. Okay, share a quote with you guys. Until one is committed, there is hesitancy, the chance to draw back, always ineffectiveness. Okay. Um, William Hutchinson Murray said that. So the takeaway here, guys, is that commitment isn't a feeling. All right. It's actually a geographic location. You're either on one side of the line or the other. All right. There's no such thing as partially crossing the mountain pass. All right. You're not going to half do it. Okay. So let's do a little bit of a challenge here today. It's called the no back out move. Excuse me. One area in your business, all right? Identify one area in your business where you've been kind of testing the water, thinking about something. Um, Maybe it's adding a new line or niching down. Uh, so, so today I want you to take one action that makes it impossible to go back. Okay, commit. All right, buy the ticket to the conference or sign the contract to the job you've been kicking down the road. Make a public announcement, plant your flag, declare what you're doing. Okay. Cross a threshold today so that tomorrow the only way is up and you're committed. You've burnt the boats. It's all gone. The only way is through. Okay. I'll leave you with this. The view from the other side of the threshold is always better. Okay. But you have to be willing to leave the safety of the gate to see it. All right. So be willing to go all in, guys. Burn the boats. Go tackle something. Commit to something. Cross the threshold. Sorry I couldn't be with most of you guys live today. We had to do it early. Tomorrow, probably, yeah, definitely be, might be, not sure because of the time change. We'll be, what, 3 hours difference. It might actually be on time tomorrow in a weird way. So we'll see you tomorrow. We're going to talk about impact tomorrow. And I'm working from my phone for these next few days, so it'll only be live on Facebook. We'll upload them to YouTube when we get time. But this seemed to be the easiest way because dragging a laptop and all the gear, it's not what we're doing. I'm hopeful to be able to go live from the desert. So if not, we're gonna have to figure out some sort of a hack. But anyway, appreciate you guys being here. If you are watching this on the replay, like most of you will, just give me a fist pump in the chat or put an RP or replay or something, rewind in there. So, and just maybe shout out what threshold you're crossing. If anybody dares to put that in the chat, pop in there what the threshold is that you're going to be crossing today or committing to today. So we're looking forward to a great trip. We're through TSA, so no headache there other than I got bounced back to the ticket counter because of a birth date discrepancy with American. That's happened before. And I don't know. I got to get that fixed. I think when I set my profile up, I think I screwed it up, but it's for some reason hard to fix. So anyway, Ben, thank you. I appreciate it. This is going to be a good reset for us. Yeah, no problem, buddy. It's always a priority. This is going to be a good reset. And just, like we were talking about it yesterday over at my folks' house, just, you know, selling the condo, buying a new house, relocating, work transition, and and now Jimmy passing away back on Thursday. So If you guys haven't seen my post on that, please check that out today. I did a nice tribute to him. So thank you, Ben. I appreciate that. And one of these days when I think I could get through it, I'll do a little post on Jimmy, chat with you guys a little bit about him. So anyway, appreciate you guys. Love you all. We're gonna go over at the gate and stare at people and see which one, try to figure out who's sitting with us, right? I'm a real treat in an airport. See you guys. Appreciate it. Peace out. Take care. Share it out. Later, guys.